is the, here's another interesting bit of trivia. Has there been any trivia yet? This isn't more trivia. Here's some trivia for the first time. I have been making solo records for 25-ish years. 10 years previous to that, I was in a band, but we're not going to talk about that right now. And we can talk about that later if you want. But there's this fascinating feature to all of my records. First of all, they're all concept records. My management has forbidden me to ever say this out loud because concept records nobody has time for a concept record. It just sounds like it's going to take forever, and nobody has the time for that. And so you're not ever supposed to say that you make concept records because that'll just guarantee that no one will listen to it. But I figure at this point, I'm me. So, what else can I the Venn diagram for what I do is getting narrower every single year, and it's going to in just at some point. And I'll be done. And I will have succeeded ultimately. There'll be nobody left. And I can finally stop all this. Always concept records, big ideas, big themes, or whatever. And yet, in every batch of songs, no matter what the records are about, there's always a random love song that shows up. Always a random love song, no matter what else. And I always include them. They go with the batch. And even though they got nothing to do with whatever. And so here is the random love song on survival songs. Now I think it does fit pretty well in this batch, all things considered. And so here it is. And when I see that there are littler than me people who are here, I always want to just give a quick warning. I know that when my kids are used to me, and growing up, when my kids were little, because I work in language, and profanity is so helpful. Sometimes it's so helpful if you're really trying to draw attention to an idea. Well-placed profanity, there's nothing really better. And I did not raise my children to believe in things like good words and bad words. They're not bad words. They're just words, gang. They're just words. And then guess what? They're all made up. All of them. Did you know that? Did you know that everything actually is made up? Did you know that? Everything. Everything. We made all of it up. Words especially. They're made up. All of them. And they're not. No words have some special taboo, power, magic, darkness. They're just words, gang. They're sounds we make with our mouths. You can go to another country, make the same sounds, and nobody even looks over at you. It doesn't mean anything. And then you learn some sound from them, and you come back here, and nobody pays any attention. But over there, it's scandalous. It's all meaningless. And there's just we assign. It's not meaningless. We assign meaning, right, to words, but they do not have intrinsic goodness and evil. They're just words. That said, what there are, though, there are sometimes words. Sometimes words. There are words that are just for some of the time, not for all of the time, is how at least I taught my kids. And so some of the time, for instance, that profanity might not be for, is when you're at Sunday school, when you're in your Sunday school class. There's a few times, and basically like when you're at church, when you're at your mom's house, there are sometimes, they're just not for all the times. It's right, there's sometimes words, and so, but there are no words that are for none of the time. All words are helpful occasionally, and that was a really long way of saying this song has some sometimes words in it. And here we go. This is called Muscle Memory. We made a deal, we don't apologize for feeling our feelings, but hammered to me, it comes as no surprise. Oh, our feet start kicking and fist clench like ones used to hit back at unsafe lovers, haunted by every broken heart. Baby, I know it scares the shit out of you. It scares the shit out of me. After all that we've done and all that we know, muscle memory. old memory, asking to be believed, just asking to be trusted, and to trust and believe. Honey, we don't need the box top if we are the puzzle pieces. God knows how perfectly we fit. Oh, but trust me, I know it scares the shit out of you. It scares the shit out of